Hi everyone, Mr. Williams here from the UWC SEA Secondary Library at East Campus. Welcome to the Roblox Studio Game Jam, where you will create your first video game prototype. If you have never done this before, this session is for you. If you have some experience in video game design already, you will also have the opportunity to take your skills a step further. So today is about experimentation. I'm not going to teach you through everything that is possible because the options and the features of Roblox Studio are way too many. The best way to learn is to jump in and try building something that you want to build. Share your designs and discoveries with others at your table and learn together. If you get stuck and need help, ask others at your table, see if you can work it out together. What we should see plenty of today is moving between playtesting and design. The other thing we should see lots of is loads of conversation and helping each other. And finally, lots of fun. So if you're new to Roblox Studio is the game development platform that publishes directly to the Roblox website. Any game you see on Roblox has been created in Roblox Studio. A game development platform is to video games what Microsoft is to writing. It is a tool you use to create. Publishing to the Roblox website is kind of like converting a Word document to a PDF format. So why use the Roblox Studio? Number one, for starters, it's fun to use. Number two, it's free. Number three, you can create a world very fast and start to play your game immediately. Even if you want to use other platforms later, it is a great place to develop a prototype and test your game idea very quickly. Number four, the Roblox Studio interface and workflow closely resembles other commercial game development platforms such as Unity 3D that you can see here, and Unreal Engine from Epic Games, which created Fortnite. So the skills that you learn in Roblox Studio therefore can translate very smoothly into more powerful game engines later. If you're into coding, there's plenty of opportunity to write sophisticated code in Roblox Studio using the Lua coding language to create some awesome effects and interesting game mechanics. Today, however, there is no need to get into coding unless you really want to and have some experience in it. So that's what Roblox Studio is and why we're using it today. So the best way to learn how to create in Roblox Studio is to experiment and play with it. Test it out, see what you can do with it. If you get stuck, ask someone at your desk, share your discoveries with each other. Here are a few key pointers just so you know where to start. So number one, the navigation bar at the top of the design page holds all the tools and functions you need. So click through them to see what's on offer. Number two, if you add a tool to your window from the options under the View tab, but it is getting in your way, use the little X icon to close that down. That gives you can use the maximum screen real estate for your design. And number three, most importantly, look at the controls under the Test tab where you can see the play and stop icons. You should be frequently alternating between playtesting and designing. Don't get too deep into design without testing it in play mode. Note, while it is possible to add and change items in your game while in play mode, these changes will be lost when you click stop. So to build and design and model, make sure you click stop. We should see you moving between these often. This is the main rule for today. Play and stop. Play to test, stop to create. So video gaming culture, as you know, can be an environment for toxic behaviors that alienate and oppress some gamers. Today is about standing against this with a focus on building a community of developers. So video game developers very rarely work in isolation. Instead, they usually work in teams. If you see the credits for any AAA game, you'll see how massive these teams can get. So even though you'll be working on your own projects today is really about experimenting with Roblox Studio and working together. So let's begin. If you haven't already, you will firstly need to download the Roblox Studio application here at roblox.com/create. Click on the Start Creating icon, and Roblox will check to see if you have it installed already. And if not, you can choose to download and install it. Just follow the on-screen instructions. If you have downloaded already, it will open the app up for you. Note, give it time. Roblox Studio is a powerful piece of software. It can take a large amount of CPU. Sometimes it crashes, sometimes it takes a while to load, so be patient and let it do its work. Close any other apps you are using just to optimize your computer power. So log in using one of these accounts. Because today is about play and experimentation, please don't use your own Roblox account if you have one. Just use one of these. Once you are logged in, you're ready to begin creating. So firstly, you can just choose to create your own world by selecting a base plate or flat terrain. This would be my recommendation, but you can also, number 2, you can select one of the templates that set up a world for you. From here, you can modify these as much as you like to create your own unique experience. Beware though, if you select a template with many models, it can be very slow to load and a bit glitchy to play on some of the MacBook Airs. So for the fastest, most creative experience, I recommend using the flat terrain and the base plate. Still give the others a go if you like, but just be prepared for a bit of a wait. Here are a few quick keyboard controls that you will need. These are important. Use the, when you're in create mode, use the WS to zoom in and out, the A and D to pan left and right, the Q and E to pan up and down. And to pivot the camera around with the trackpad, it can be a little bit tricky. You have to click and hold on Control key, left click with your thumb, and then draw with your index finger to pan the camera around. Some of you might discover some other ways of doing this as well. If you have a mouse, it's easy. It's just right click and drag. The F key will just zoom in. If you select on an object, tap on the F key, it will zoom into that particular object. So just play around with these controls. In play mode, it's the usual WASD for moving your character around, and the arrow keys for spinning your camera around, and the space bar to jump. So have fun playing around with those. If you really want to keep what you've done today, you can either publish to Roblox, which means you can log back in and edit your game from any computer, and it will be available to play online as well. But it will only be accessible by the account that you've logged into today. Or, I mean, you can save, number 2, you can save it as a file to your computer to work on later. I wouldn't worry about this today. We're really just here just to play and experiment, and you can get into deeper game design later. So have fun. Remember to help each other. I can't wait to see what you can come up with. I will post another video soon that has some more help to get you started, but otherwise jump right in and start creating. Have fun.